Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today, Sunday recap, we are starting out with a bang, right, Michael? We got some, honestly, shocking news to me, because I hadn't even heard of this. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this either, but we're about to give you the scoop, the lowdown.
Yeah, I think this happened about a week ago, and we haven't done a recap since then, so we haven't gotten to talk about it. But impact theory, Tom Bilyeu, longtime listeners will remember that we talked about this a good amount when it was minting. And I minted a lot of them. I still hold a lot of them. We'll talk about that kind of whole journey. But last week, it came out that the SEC has charged impact theory, which is Tom Bilyeu's NFT project, with selling unregistered securities. They raised $30 million from their NFT sales in 2021. And they settled the lawsuit for $6.1 million without admitting wrongdoing. So the SEC, sometimes they like to just not go to trial, not even create legal precedent. They just like to settle with people. That probably scares other people. What they're really claiming here is that Tom and Impact Theory promised financial gains, said all kinds of different things. And honestly, they did. I was in all those Discord AMAs and Twitter spaces with Tom listening to him. He sold the heck out of it. I mean, he's already, oh yeah.
See, I bought one, but I didn't even listen to, I didn't know what he was saying about it. I was just like, oh, I remember this guy from my entrepreneur days.
Yeah, I went all in. I think I spent almost 10 ETH on the total.
Yeah.
I think I bought 30 of them. I have 24 left. So he raised $30 million. They kept that money, and they've actually 2 times in the past offered refunds to anybody that wants them. And I actually took a refund on my 3 ETH legendary key, the one I bought, the first one I bought. I took that refund a while ago. They're going to offer more refunds again, and I'm going to refund everything from the collection. I think it's going to be another 5 ETH or so.
So you can refund for the amount that you paid to mint it?
That you paid to mint it. I think that you paid to mint it. If you bought on the secondary, it's probably mint price, but I forget how they do that. They said in the next couple weeks, they're going to announce how the refund process works. The last one, you actually sent it to their wallet, filled out a form with all the information, and then they sent the ETH back a few days later. I mean, Tom was he literally was and it says right in here that they said, and I remember him saying it, we're trying to build the next Disney. I'm going to blow your minds with the amount of value that I give. What was the word he used? You're going to be hemorrhaging with value. He was literally really selling it. And I think,
but how is that different from Gary Vee? Doesn't he see stuff like that? To be
honest with you, it's really not. I mean, Gary has said all that stuff. And Gary's probably a little nervous. Those guys are good buddies. Tom got in the space because of Gary. My guess is Tom probably pissed somebody off, if you know what I mean. And the SEC was then someone at the SEC or somebody with some power. But there's we've all heard those spaces. There's all kinds of Gary Vee always promised value. I'm sure he doesn't anymore, and nobody does because everybody knows. But that was definitely, it was a wild time back. This was mid 2021, and everything was blowing up. And this guy, Tom Bilyeu, who just sold his energy bar company or whatever it was for $1 billion.
Quest Nutrition, right?
Quest Nutrition. I think you're right. Yep. Quest Nutrition. And he's like this. He seemed like the next Gary. It seemed like the next Gary Vee, this project. I think that's where I even said, I'm getting V Friends vibes from this project. And I went all in on it. I remember knowing you're not really supposed to say that kind of stuff, but I don't care if it's going to make money, whatever. It's not going to bother me. necessarily think he had poor intentions, but literally when it dropped, Andy pointed this out to us before. Zach XBT did an expose. This was back in October 2021 when it dropped and really crushed Tom for the project and for what he was doing. So maybe it wasn't that obvious, but I think it's really great that I'm going to be able to get a refund because not a lot of projects would give refunds.
Projects don't do that.
They kept their money. Like none of the projects kept the money. All the projects, the money ran out. He didn't need the money. And I remember him saying that. I'm not going to take a salary. I'm keeping this money in the company. I think he had the right. Maybe he just wanted to make a lot of money. I'm sure he wanted to make a lot of money. That's for sure. But I think he had the right. I don't know. I don't think he was like just trying to scam everybody. But
I mean, we've talked about him multiple times on the pod before, and we've said good things. Like it is interesting how the SEC came at him. So, okay, I kind of missed what you said earlier about what happened. So they charged him with offering unregistered. And then what happened after that?
Selling unregistered securities. So they charged him with selling unregistered securities. And they settled the lawsuit with the SEC for $6.1 million without admitting wrongdoing.
So he had to pay $6.1 million.
Impact
and then
Theory
they
had
let
to
it
pay
go?
$6.1 million. And there's more to it because like what it said was he has to destroy all the NFTs. But I think they realized that's impossible, right? That's impossible because people own them.
Yeah.
So I think the refunds and then I think it being deplatformed from OpenSea and all of that.
Yeah, I was just trying to look it up because you guys were talking about that. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I knew nothing about this. I go to OpenSea. I mean, I have one, like I said, and I go to mine, then I click on the collection from there because I when I was trying to search it, I wasn't finding it. And there's no listings or anything. Like, I mean, the NFTs are there, but nothing's listed.
Right.
And that is so interesting. And Zach XBT, he just recently, August 28th, did like a side-by-side how it started, and he screenshotted his original tweet calling him out, and then how it's going, and it's like the article on the SEC charging Tom. So man, that's interesting. And yeah, I am so shocked that hasn't happened to more projects because I feel like there's way more projects that deserve that over Tom's project. Like,
yeah, I mean, he did raise a lot of money. $30 million is more than most. There's only a few projects that have raised that much money. And he honestly, like I said, I don't think it was malicious, but he was absolutely, I don't know if the word's promising, but like really letting you know that you're going to crush if you buy into this thing.
And what's interesting is I don't ever remember it going too much higher above mid price.
It didn't really. No, it never really. No.
Yeah, I mean, I will say him saying the whole Disney thing, like I'm gonna be the next Disney. I do remember him saying that back in the entrepreneur days before he even started a project. So that's like something that he's been like trying to do for a while.
Right.
So, but yeah, tying it all into the project, 31 million. I guess I didn't realize. You're right. That is a lot of money. Not a lot of projects have raised that much. Most projects have raised, 1 to 2 million, maybe. But 31 million, that is a crazy amount. And that's probably why the SEC went after him, because that's like, yeah, definitely a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Gary Vee raised from VFriends.
I think that was like 70. And then Gary Vee, where he was really where he got lucky was the royalties, because he was 10% royalty. And that was when every transaction was getting royalties, and his volume was crazy.
Yeah. And speaking of royalties, I just noticed on OpenSea now it has, like, when you go to buy something, it says this listing is paying the collection creator their suggested creator earnings, and it says supports creator. So like it kind of has a little notification. Whereas before you didn't really know when you were buying something on the marketplace if it had the royalties, baked in, or not. And so that's, I like that they kind of pointed out.
Yeah, that is good. Royalties are going to be tough, like, because people are now used to not paying them.
Yep.
The traders.
For sure.
What's going to change with a lot of that is just probably going to be like people are going to have their own marketplaces. There's a lot of rumors that Yuga is making their own marketplace for all the Yuga assets.
Oh, are there rumors? I haven't heard those rumors, actually.
Yep, there are rumors. There are rumors. So that's probably going to happen. And I think a couple others have done it. I got to look that up, and we could talk about like self marketplaces. I mean, the original was the punks, larvalabs.com.
Yeah. I mean, immediately what came to my mind is Honey's. Honey's they made their own marketplace. We had Stacey's on.
That's right.
Who else?
Trailblazer.
And she just she's coming up with something soon. I think she calls it like the Barbie of the blockchain. I got to look into that, but yeah, she made a video talking about something new they're coming out with.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we definitely got to check that out. Yeah. So Tom Bilyeu, basically the founder's key is getting shut down. I was in their Discord today because I was trying to figure out about the new...
how's the vibe? Like what's happening in there?
Well, I was just reading the announcements. Let me go. I'm going to go back there right now. The vibe's probably not going to be the best. Let's see. General chat. It's funny. They're still doing an airdrop for one of the projects on Immutable X. But like, I never even got into all that. It's like legendary holders. We have a surprise for you. Like, I don't even know what they're talking about.
So they're still like doing things.
They're still
for
doing
the
stuff,
holders?
I guess. Yeah, apparently. It's just people just talking. Not really good or bad. There's a decent amount of people in there talking, though, more than most Discords. And Tom was on Twitter Spaces talking about it, so he's definitely out and talking about it.
Yeah, well, that'd be interesting to get him on the pod, actually.
Yeah. He's
I don't know if
actually
he
going
would
to
do
be
it, but-
3 p.m. Tom is doing a fireside chat with no submitted questions today at 3 p.m. But this is today is September 7th. That's going to be that's going to be before this episode drops. Just a heads up.
Right.
He's out there doing stuff. He was August 28th. I see Tom will go live to answer questions about the SEC resolution on Discord at 1, Twitter Spaces 1:30. I listened to part of that. So that was 28th. That's when it happened. That's when it went down. So it was like a week and a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's still like just sounded confident and happy. Paid his $6.1 million and moving on, I guess. Didn't admit any wrongdoing.
Well, hey, I mean that's great that he's still grinding. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly like the fact that he's willing to just give everybody's money back. That's pretty wild.
I do remember when he did that. I
Yeah.
should try to get a refund. I only have one though. It's kind of like
I'll let you know. That's whatever. I mean, I'll let you know when it comes and you can decide. You have one of the relentless ones?
Just a regular one.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Yeah. I have 2 of the legendary. I have
Still?
Yeah. 2 legendary, 2 heroics, and a 18 relentless. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm gonna collect my refunds. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What should I buy?
Money.
Yeah.
DraftKings Reignmakers football is back for its 2nd season, and it's bigger and better than ever before. Head to DraftKings.com/audio and sign up to play Reignmakers today with code NFTCATCHERPOD for your share of over $30 million in prizes this football season. This week, new customers can claim their first pack of digital playing cards for free to get started.
Playing Reignmakers football is actually super simple. Every digital card you get represents a player, and they score points based on real-world performance, just like we're used to with fantasy football. You draft them into weekly games for your shot at $30 million in prizes. You could also sell them anytime on the DraftKings marketplace. Reignmakers contests are no fee to join. As long as you have the players, you can join for free. You rip packs, build your collection. Go get your free pack like Jenny's telling you about.
Wondering how to get started? New customers visit DraftKings.com/audio today and use promo code NFTCATCHERPOD to claim a free starter pack. Only at DraftKings.com/audio with code NFTCATCHERPOD.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Reignmakers contest not available in certain states. 1 starter pack per customer. Starter pack players are ineligible for resale. See terms at DraftKings.com/Reignmakers.
Did you see Nakamigos, by the way, speaking of free money, went up to like 0.45 yesterday. It's down to 0.4 now, but
Sell some.
I almost did. I need to sell a couple of my worst ones.
Yes, because you bought them for like what, 0.24?
Yeah, 0.25.
Sell a couple.
Yeah, I'm going
Make
to.
some
'Cause
profits.
I joined a fantasy football league last night with ETH, so I should probably sell to get that ETH back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fantasy
Yeah,
football?
I joined a league. I'm excited about it because it's D's and Belfort, and there's 3 punks in there, including Punk 5511, who I met in Miami last year, King Blackboard. So we drafted last night. We had a really fun time, good draft. I think I have a good team.
Nice. Did you get first
Yeah,
pick?
paid for the league in ETH. No, I had 6 pick out of 12 teams.
Okay.
My first pick was Christian McCaffrey.
Nice.
Not bad. It's a fun league. I'm excited for the league. So that's my third league. I'm in one with Andy. You know, we talked about that before. Love fantasy football. Happy to join another one. And there's a bunch of prizes, so maybe I will win. But I'll keep everybody posted throughout the year.
What's the prize pool?
It was half an ETH to join, so the prize pool 6
wow.
ETH. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and then it's like first, second, and third. First place gets 3 ETH and so on. And then there's like another prize for the most points throughout the year.
Dang, well, I'm rooting for you. I hope you win.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I at least make my money back, but otherwise we'll have fun either way. Make some friends.
Right. That's cool. I like that there's a NFT group, people doing fantasy football.
Yeah. I know there's a few of them. There's a few of them out there, but I was happy to join one. Maybe it'll turn into an alpha chat group. Who knows?
Did somebody invite you to it or what? How'd you hear about it?
Deez put out a tweet saying that they're looking for somebody.
Oh.
And I messaged them and then they gave it to me.
Oh, you're the first one. You're quick.
I guess so.
That ticket experience.
The first one willing to pay half an ETH.
Yeah, true.
Right. No, it's cool. It's a good crowd. And it was fun. So I love fantasy football. I'm excited to get at it.
That's great.
Yeah. What else is going on? Did you hear about this creator league that was being pushed by Mr. Beast?
I did not.
Did you hear anything about that was coming down the pike? Oh. Yeah. So this company, eFuse, which is an esports ecosystem company, they launched something called the Creator League with a bunch of other influencers. Mr. Beast was one of their main promoters. They were selling community passes for $20. It's on the Near blockchain, and they got a grant from the Near Foundation to make it happen. I don't know what the Near blockchain is, but I will check it out and see what's up. So this was launching. Sounds cool, to help creators and gamers come together and monetize whatever it is. And this person named CDogVA complained that he didn't know this was blockchain technology. I guess he's a big gamer, influencer, creator. I don't know who the person is. And that caused a chain reaction because obviously it's so horrible that this would be on the blockchain.
So the blockchain haters came out in full force.
Yeah. It caused a chain reaction that they needed to postpone the Creator League, and they had to lay off half of their staff, and they're issuing refunds to everybody that bought one, all because it's on the blockchain.
Wow, that is...
I know.
But you know what? That also shows the power people have to shut things down. If everyone comes together, it's like it's a curse and a blessing. It can be used for good,
right?
Or it can be. I mean, and obviously in those people's minds, this is bad, right? Blockchain is bad, and I get that, and I can see how if they really are against it, they wouldn't. They want to call it out. They don't want us to be like, oh, we didn't know it was blockchain and you made us buy an NFT and do all this stuff. I could see that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. People were mad. I didn't know this was an NFT I was buying.
Yeah.
It's better that
NFTs
way.
are scams. Right. We don't want to participate in the scams.
I know. That's there have been lots of scams, but
there has.
The technology, nobody complains about the technology, right? I don't think any of these people complain about the actual technology. I don't even know if they know what it is.
Right. I mean, I will say the permanency does scare me personally, even as someone that is into, blockchain tech. It's the fact that something can be, permanent and it's okay, the internet was built on a faulty foundation. Nothing's permanent. Things can be wiped. It's also kind of, sometimes that's kind of nice. I don't know. It is kind of trippy, thinking about things being permanent and yeah, and it's only going to become more and more of that. So
right, you're right. Especially when more and more things become permanent on the blockchain, like pictures, like your personal pictures and your travel logs and things like that. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely permanent. There's nothing you can do when you put something out there.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, they're shutting it. They probably won't even get it going back. So I guess this company, what everybody says now is, we want the blockchain technology is great, but just don't tell people it's NFTs. Don't use the word NFT. Don't even mention the blockchain. Just do it and use the technology. And I think that's what they tried to do.
Right.
And
and then people, it backfired.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't transparent.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a shame. Mr. Beast hasn't said anything yet. It'll be interesting to see what he has to say.
He could have really onboarded a lot of people to NFTs.
I know. It was going to be one of the biggest onboarding experiences for NFTs.
Right. Would that have started the next bull run?
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, like,
crypto has to have a bull run alongside NFTs for that to happen. So crypto has to have a bull run, then NFTs are not going to have a bull run.
When's the Bitcoin halving? It's coming up next year, right?
That's a good question. And you know what? Literally last night I was thinking like, man, now is the time for me to, stock up on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like this is the time, like the bear market, this is the time. So as a reminder to anybody else, if you've been wanting to acquire more Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's no better time than the bear market.
Right. Jenny says that if you
not
buy
financial
now,
advice.
if you buy now, you will be so rich. It's not even funny. That's what I take from that.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yes. The next halving is expected to occur on April 20th, 2024. That's about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, April 20th, 2024? That's not in 6 months. Oh.
Well,
I was thinking
7 months.
August. Okay, April. I'm going to write that in my account.
It's like 8 months. And then it says this is the first. If you Googled next Bitcoin halving, this is what it says at the top of Google. If history were to repeat itself, the next halving would see Bitcoin rising to 35K before the halving and to 148K after.
Thanks.
That's what it says.
Wow.
Bitcoin halving. So Cointelegraph says Bitcoin halving can take Bitcoin price to 148K by July 2025.
Let's go. Take us to the moon.
Well,
honestly, I could see that. Like I do think Bitcoin's going to crack 100K next cycle.
And what's ETH going to do?
Crack 10K, I think.
Good. I'm cool with that.
Good. Yes.
Come on, ETH.
I know. You know what's ironic is that's on 420, the Bitcoin halving.
I know, yeah, for sure.
For 2024.
That'll be a party.
Yep.
That'll be a party. The only thing that could probably throw a wrench, well, there's probably lots of things that throw a wrench in it, but the U.S. government, I'm a little nervous about how they're going to handle crypto. They don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then we have the election. So basically that's going to happen. The cryptos are going to start skyrocketing leading up to the election, which is going to people are going to be like, we got to do something about this. People are making too much money. Right?
Yeah.
We'll
probably.
See. And then there's, what the narrative will be like, they're sending money to Russia. We can't tell where they're sending money to. They're sending money to North Korea. That's going to be the talking points from the government that they want to track the money.
And meanwhile, everyone's just trying to buy cartoon JPEGs on
pretty much.
On the blockchain.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just right. Exactly. Did you see the new ape that Peter Fang bought?
Oh my gosh! Yes, I saw the new ape.
Sick. Straight up blue, no clothes, and then the cyborg guy. Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I was shocked to see that I was like, whoa, he bought another ape. But that is awesome. What is the price of?
They're like 26 or 27 right now.
Oh, really?
27.19.
27.019, yeah.
Yeah. Mutants are 5.18. Oni Force 0.67. Pudgies are 404. I'm just going through my favorited ones. Opepin editions are 0.46. Doodles are 1.4. Nakamigos 0.4. Lil Pudgies 0.29. Rec Guy 0.52. V-Friends 169. Cool Cats 0.56. Little Lemon Friends still 0.4.
So they said, what was the date? Was it September 8th? Wait.
It's coming soon. It sounded like it's like a group of people that bought it.
Yeah, it was saying 4 people bought it. Oh yeah, buyer reveal on September 8th. Okay, so by the time this is out, everyone will know. Currently, we don't know.
That's the 7th, so weird. But buyer reveal. Does that mean it has to be somebody that we know?
Buyer reveal. Either that or they're just really trying to hype it up. But it seems like somebody that's known. Or I guess it's 4 people, right? But it seems like
the only thing is, it's hard to keep a secret on things. I'll be really
You think
impressed
there'd
if it's
be
somebody
rumors?
big. I think that there'd be price action. I don't even know about rumors. I think there'd
Okay.
be price action.
Right. People would know.
Right. Enough, because it only takes a couple. Someone sweeps 100, it's obvious. So it makes me a little bit hesitant, but I'm excited to see who it is. I'll be really impressed if it is somebody big and they kept it a secret. I'd be really impressed, because that would mean they didn't even tell their friends,
Well, I mean, some companies, they don't even tell all the employees. They just tell,
yeah, exactly.
the founders, or just the people that really need to know, and not even everybody. So that could be the case. But yeah, you would imagine that if they told everybody, that, I mean, I don't know how many people are on the Little Lemon Friends team, but I mean, you would think that somebody would tell their friend, be like, hey,
Right.
I want to buy a lemon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you some good things. I don't know. That usually.
I mean, they are selling
happens.
12 minutes, 14 minutes, 16 minutes, 16 minutes, 18 minutes, 31 minutes.
Oh, people are buying
But
up to the reveal.
They're selling. I mean, they're selling a dozen an hour. So
That's solid.
it's some volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the price is still low. Any cool ones on the floor? Because I'd be dollar cost averaging if I bought one now.
Yeah. I looked and we paid what? 0.8. I mean, the one that we bought on the pod.
I think we paid 06 and 07. Yeah.
0.07. Yeah.
Yeah. A little higher than it is. We were a little late to that party. But
A little bit. We bought a little local top.
yeah, a little tiny local top.
You're
Not that
welcome.
big.
We were someone's exit liquidity.
But we'll see. So tomorrow's the day. Next time we
Yeah.
come back on the show, we'll know.
Yeah.
Are you going to sell? If it goes to 0.15, you're going to sell and just move on?
Yeah, probably. If it goes to
I probably would
0.15.
too. Yeah, right. Yeah. Just take it and move
Should
on.
I list mine in advance? in
Not a
case
bad
it
idea.
does?
List
I don't
it
know if I'm going to
overnight.
be active. Otherwise, what's going to happen?
Well, what'll happen?
Realistically,
Here's what'll happen. You'll list it for 0.15. Luca buys it, and the floor goes to 1 ETH.
oh, that.
No, I'm just
okay,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just
I was going to say realistically, I forget to list it. It goes up in price and then it goes
It
all
goes
the way
up
back
and
down.
then goes back down, right, a round
And then I was like,
trips, yeah.
oh shoot, I forgot. That's gonna be the realistic thing.
And
of
then
what happens.
it goes to 0. Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm just like, well, I guess I have a lemon friend.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, who knows? What if they do merch and stuff? Maybe I should keep it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm trying to just keep it. See what happens.
They're cool. I hope it's somebody cool. I hope it's someone that can do something with it. Because
Yeah. Well, if
if
you're
somebody-
acquiring something, then you have to do
if you're
something
paying
with it.
for it, if you're paying money for it, you got to do something.
Right.
you
You're not
think.
just gonna let it die after you buy it.
Right.
And, I mean,
right.
hopefully
You're gonna at
not.
least try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worked out for Oni Force and Pudgies. And I'm trying to think, we always,
Yep.
I don't know, I guess those are the success stories.
Yeah, that's true. You don't hear about the ones that get bought out and then fail.
They can't figure anything out, right?
Yeah, they die
Mm.
×2.
Yeah. So I know you're a big Justin Bieber fan, right? I remember from a previous episode.
Did
You're
I
a
say
believer?
that? I
Didn't you
am.
say it?
I do actually like.
You did
Justin
one
Bieber.
time. Yeah, I know.
I
A
mean,
long
yeah.
time ago. I remember. See, I
I'm
have
a
a good
Justin
memory.
Bieber fan.
Yep. There's a company called Another Block, similar to Other Block, obviously, but it's not. It's called Another Block. And they actually put this on sale this morning. Today, again, is September 7th. They sold shares to the Justin Bieber song Company. Do you know that song? From
I
2000. It's from his
don't.
fourth album in 2015.
Sing
You're
it.
obviously,
Sing it.
I don't know the song. I didn't listen to it.
Okay.
And it would have been bad. I was going to
If I
just make
heard it,
something
maybe.
up, but yeah. You're not as big a fan as I thought, but that's whatever.
Yeah, I'm not.
Um,
I mean, yeah, I'm not like a crazy fan.
Yeah, right. So they sold 2,000 NFTs for $28 or 0.017 ETH. They sold them all out in an hour and a half. You were not able to buy this if you're in the US.
Both.
And I think
Okay.
that's just because they are with this token. Every token represents and listen to this number, 0.0005% ownership of the music streaming rights.
0.0005. That's 3 zeros after the decimal.
It's 1, 5, 10 thousandths. Yes.
Wow. Okay. But so you make a couple of dollars.
So basically, if you do that math, multiply that by 2,000, they're giving away 1% of the royalties, and they raised $56,000 to do that. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, Bieber doesn't need 15,000, but I guess somebody with the rights to that song was like, hey, let's try something. It's an interesting use case. Though it's on OpenSea. It's on the base chain. Anybody can go see it on OpenSea. It's under Justin Bieber Company. I would go to the Another Block site to get the correct link if you're going to actually do anything. The floor price on there is it was like 0.250 or $40. So it's up a little bit from the mint. Not much. Another interesting use case. People have tried to do that royalty stuff before. Not sure how many people are streaming that song, but maybe I should buy one and then just like put it on repeat forever.
Yeah.
Think to get math adds up on that? Probably not.
Yeah, just keep playing it. Pay people to play. Yeah, actually, I don't know. You'd have to stream it a ton.
You'd have to stream it more than a ton. I don't think that makes sense. I'm not joking. You should. Yeah, so that's that. Another mint that's coming. This mint is actually seeming to be pretty popular and possibly pretty good. Sugartown. It's a Web3 gaming project by Zynga. Familiar with that at all? Probably not. I only learned about it a couple days ago. They announced their Auras collection, ORAS. It's 9,999 of them. They mint for free on September 13th. And it's only available in the United States, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, which is interesting. I don't understand all that. So the other one you can't buy in the U.S. This one you can only buy in the U.S. We'll see how that goes. But I saw people talking about it. It seems popular. So the 13th, they're having a guaranteed allow list, a non-guaranteed allow list, and then a public sale. And it's all free. So it'll probably be hard to get them.
I see. Free. Yeah, it'll sell out like that.
Yep. So they basically, they're a Web3 gaming company. They empower players with on-chain asset ownership, and they allow holders of this NFT that they're buying, the first one, will allow holders to access the platform in the ecosystem. So you have to have one of the tokens to access it at first. I'm going to look a little more into it. I don't know too much about it, but it seems like one of those ones that it's free. It might be super cheap early on, and maybe it's something. They're putting out a lot of good promotional materials. Sugartown.
Yeah, it says Sugartown. It says it was created by Zynga, which is the leading developer of the world's most popular social games.
What games are they?
I don't even know. Maybe we should look that up. Zynga games.
What are the world's most popular social games? Let's see.
Farmville? No way. Like for Facebook? Oh my gosh. I remember. Did you ever play Farmville on Facebook?
I never played. I remember it.
Yeah. I didn't have a Facebook back then, but my brother did. And my sister and I would log into his account and take care of like his animals, like in Farmville. I think we were like 12 or something. I don't know, but
wow.
He's like, I need you to feed my fish every day. Like there's like a aquarium game or something.
So funny.
Classic.
So that's that company, I guess. That's going on the 13th as a reminder if anyone wants to try and get me. What else is going on? This I thought sounded really cool. MetaMask has launched a sell feature. It's an off-ramp that enables users to convert their ETH to fiat currencies like USD right to their banks without needing centralized exchanges. So you don't need to go through Coinbase, apparently.
That's clutch. That's really clutch.
I'll have to look up how to do it. But that is really cool because you spend a lot of money sending it to Coinbase, and then from Coinbase, they take a nice percentage, send it to your bank or whatever.
And it takes time, time too.
Yeah, it's a pain and
extra steps.
There's also like a 10-minute delay from when you send the money to when it shows up in Coinbase. That's the worst.
Freaking out. Like, where's my money?
Exactly. I always send like $1 first. Or $10 or whatever,
do like a test transaction.
Yep. Did you see what CryptoDickButts did?
No, I haven't heard about them in a hot minute.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that or them until I did my research for this episode. But they put out an application process for community members to form groups of holders and apply to be handed over ownership of the collection. This is the largest combined owner is expected to be handed over full control of the collection.
Wow. So the person who holds the most, largest combined owner.
Like a group of people. They want people to form groups. So they want like a group of 10 people to come together, holding a lot of CryptoDickButts to take on ownership.
So, because I know they came out with a version 2, and then I don't know if they came out with a version 3 or not. Is this kind of like the end of CryptoDickButts?
I don't know. I went to their Twitter. Their Twitter is weird because I just read about this when I was doing my research. So I tried to dig in a little more, and their Twitter is like, "You were the art all along. Should have right-click saved. Let's form group. Do not fear. Be afraid. Let's form group. Shoot the baby." On July 31st, they tweeted, "Shoot the baby."
What the heck?
Know.
That's weird.
So here's what it says.
Do you have any? Are you gonna try?
I never had a CryptoDickButt.
Okay. I had one. I think I minted a version 2 when it first came out. And immediately, that was one of those things where I immediately had regret. And I was like, oh my God, this is forever. Yeah, I was like, this is going to be on chain forever. Like, people are going to know I minted this. Like, I don't know. I was like really embarrassed about it. And then, but then it became really popular.
I know.
Yeah.
It became really popular.
And I sold it. Like, I mean,
the floor's still almost an ETH.
For the originals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a female version of the CryptoDickButts too.
Oh, no.
I don't even know if I should say what it was. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I remember.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh my God. I found it. I'm going to link you real quick.
Oh, great. Yeah. A lot of OG NFT collectors got into that.
Big into that.
I feel like that's why they have such a strong community, because it was like,
look at those things.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I remember hearing about that when it came out.
You remember those? Yeah, I remember this too.
Of course, the floor is 0.03. Oh my gosh, they look hilarious. That's weird. That is wild.
Do you want to say what the name is? So people can look it up. CryptoTickVadges. For everybody that wants to try and find it.
Yeah. Don't you remember when the weirdest things were just so popular? NFTs. Like, it was
remember the Cryptodes that got gigantic. Yeah. That was like that same, like the CryptoDickButts and the Cryptodes I kind of lumped together a little bit.
That pixelated art.
The pixel art that just like kind of just got memey and went viral with the right people.
Yep.
This was created January 2022. That was like, January 2022 was the peak of the bull, if you remember.
Peak. Honestly, it's all a blur.
That was
I don't remember dates, really.
Yeah. I remember pretty well. I remember January, because that's when we dropped the Cheech and Chong project, was January 2022.
Oh.
We could have at that point, you could have literally dropped like anything. Yeah. Really?
I mean, yeah, we were always talking about, you were always bringing up like, oh, we're the next, when you brought up Sugartown, I was like getting nostalgia. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember when Michael used to just bring up like mints that were happening.
Mints all the time, I know.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know, not financial advice, but this one's coming up. I think I'm going to mint.
So that was quite the time. I'm having a good time reminiscing, looking at these. I like this collection. I like this. Are you
gonna buy one?
The CTVs? No, I'm not. No. Maybe we should acquire the collection.
Oh, hell no.
Are they CCL?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They're good.
I don't think, I kind of doubt they are.
I wonder, I think Gremplin's stuff is, right? Didn't he do all CCO?
Yeah, he did.
What else do we have on the list? Oh, two more things. One thing that I forgot to put on the list, the airline Lufthansa, I think they're German. They are doing their reward program on the blockchain.
Ooh.
Yep. I read about it, but I didn't get to do particular research into it. But if anybody's in Europe and flies Lufthansa or anything like that, I really do think that reward programs are one of the best use cases for NFTs.
Yeah.
Because you don't necessarily have to sell anything to anybody, but you're utilizing all the advantages of the blockchain technology,
100%. And you can transfer ownership. You can gift easily.
that's the thing with NFTs. Like, it doesn't mean you have to raise $50 million, $1 million. It doesn't mean you have to sell anything. It doesn't, right? 30 million, Tom. That's what Zach said to Tom. Zach's original post in 2021, and Tom responded to it and said, hey, I understand why people would be skeptical of me. If you ever want to chat, I'm here. And Zach's response was, you don't need 30 million to do this, Tom.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yep. Yeah.
What number for Zach XVT? Like, what number is the number where he's not going to go out? Right. Yeah, where he's like, okay, 2 million, that's fine. Like, because he's like, well, you don't need 30 million. Well, then how much? Be fine in his eyes.
Right.
I also think, like, call projects out, but it's like, okay, somebody could launch something, but it's the people buying that are like, how come nobody ever blames the buyers? Like, they're the ones buying and supporting, and I'm not talking about just for impact theory, but just in general, like scams and stuff. It's like, how about the buyers? Everyone always blames the people coming out with the projects and stuff, but if nobody bought, and everybody just ignored, then it would go away. But because people decide to support and buy and, do it because they're greedy and they want to try to make money, like, that's the real problem.
Mm-hmm. What you're saying reminds me of those situations a couple months ago where everybody was just sending random ETH to like ETH addresses if people are doing like coin whatevers. Like,
and all people did was tweet out their wallet address and then sent to them, and they're like, but actually people did get mad at people for sending. I do remember, they did get mad at people like, why would you send to this person? Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I honestly have no ill will, zero toward Tom Bilyeu.
Same.
It's if I buy into something, it's even if it's a scam, like, unless they're like really disingenuous and making it seem like it's one thing and then just like walking away, like, it's up to me. There's usually signs what I would, and there were signs. It's up to me to figure out what I want to spend my money on. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how I look at it. And if somebody gets me, they get me. Like, I know there's scams out there, it's up to me.
That's the risk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And one other thing that we should talk about this week, he's been doing so much stuff, and I brought him up to you and Andy, and you guys weren't super familiar, so it's actually really good to have the conversation. Refik Anadol, Turkish-American. He's a new media artist and designer, is how it's described. So you weren't too familiar. I came across him for the first time, Art Basel 2 years ago. There was a display on the beach of his artwork, and he does a lot of, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like AI motion video where it's like all this, it's like crazy things melding together. And I don't even know if that's a horrible way to describe it. But if you can look up his art and check it out, but he's doing all kinds of, he's at the forefront with NFTs, with AI. He was just on CNN, won all kinds of awards. He has an NFT project called Machine Hallucination that came out in November 2022. And he sold IP rights for 8 of the video artworks from that series for $5 million at a Sotheby's Hong Kong auction, which was a record in Asia for an NFT collection by a single artist. So he's like, he's won tons of awards, really smart dude. Actually would be a bucket list guest. I'm going to send him a message. We were talking about that before the show. Somebody really cool to look up and to know. He's somebody, I think, like I said before the show, if he did a drop in NFTs right now, like an open edition or anything like that, he could probably raise more money than probably just about anybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, you did say that right before the show, too.
I think that's true. I think if he did an open edition, like what was not DK Motion? Who was the one that did the real big one recently? DK Motion did the one on Base Chain, but I'm trying to remember who did. But I think Refik would crush that if he did something like that.
And Rafik's Twitter, by the way, if anyone wants to look him up, REFIKANADOL. So
yeah, definitely someone to watch. I mean, most people are going to be like, of course we know Refik, but not everybody does. Well, it depends on most people. Are we talking about the general public?
Well, like most listeners, Most of
Probably half. Let us know. Let us know, listeners. Do you know who Refik is before this episode?
Know?
I think the answers are going to be yes, because I don't know. I feel like, but I could be wrong. You want to do Crypto Slam Top 10?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Crypto Slam Top 10 over the last 7 days by collection. Number 1, D-Market on the Mythos chain.
What? That's number 1?
That's number 1. They've done, by far, they've done $8.5 million in sales in the last week. They are a market for gaming assets. I mean, that's got to tell you something. Not all the gamers hate them, apparently.
Yeah. Maybe they don't know that they're buying NFTs.
It's 500,000 transactions. So Ethereum still does 44 million. Mythos does more than Polygon now at 8.5 million.
Yeah,
Mythos is the second active NFT blockchain. Bored Apes is number 2. Ooh, this is perfect. Number 3 is today's sponsor, DraftKings Reignmakers.
Hey, let's go.
How about that? Yes. So everybody listening, check this out. They're giving away free packs, but they're giving away free packs also to our listeners. If you go to DraftKings.com/audio, and the link is going to be in our show notes. You go there, you put the promo code NFT Catcher, right? It's just NFT Catcher.
CatcherPod.
NFT Catcher Pod, thank you. And you will get a free pack of NFTs. Basically, it's on the Polygon network. They're going to be football cards, like I think it's 4 or 5 players, and you can literally sell them on the marketplace. Most likely with the free pack, you're not going to get rich. You get a little something. And it also helps the podcast out because they will see that people go there and use our promo code and claim it. We're very happy to have them. We had Matt Kalish on the pod. I played Reignmakers last year. It's a lot of fun. Anybody that is listening, feel free to go there and claim your free pack and put our code in. It's free. It helps the pod, and maybe you'll get lucky and hit Jalen Hurts, the greatest player in NFL history.
Oh, Jalen Hurts, is that the new greatest?
Yeah. He's the quarterback of the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
You're biased. No one else thinks that then.
Yeah. But what I will say is if he didn't miss 2 games last year, he would have been the MVP of the league. And we were inches away from winning the Super Bowl. I just wrenched my heart. I shouldn't talk about that. But this is the year. The NFL starts tonight, actually. First game is tonight.
Oh,
Super
let's go.
Pumped.
Who's playing?
Eagles, the Chiefs and the Lions.
Okay.
So the actual greatest player in the NFL. Do you know Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. Because he's the face of NFL all day, actually.
Oh, yeah. And he's still young, but from what we've seen so far, he already has 2 Super Bowl championships. He's literally one of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen. Also combined, he's got an amazing head coach. So it's like really good combo. That team's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I only know about him because NFL Day.
NFL Day.
Project on Flow, by the way. So if anyone's like, wait, what's that?
NFL. It's the top shot for NFL.
Exactly.
Yep. I got to go back. They're still selling them, right? They're still doing new ones this year for this season?
Yeah. So, I mean, I know they were doing, maybe for the future Mahomes NFT project.
Pat Mahomes. I did read, I forgot about that. Museum of Mahomes. What's he doing?
Oh, he's got his own. Andy just sent us a link to something. So we're like, what's this? Yeah. I don't know. I guess he came out with, I don't remember even seeing this. Sold for $38K. And $30K.
Oh, damn.
Whoa, and the last one, the Mahomes Magic, 135 ETH, 246K.
Wow, $250,000. What do you get for that?
What? Yeah, right? Like, is it... Actually, I bet it all says it in here, but
these are... and then they had some... Oh, okay, this is cool. And then underneath that, you see they had open limited editions. They were only open for 15 minutes. And whoever buys the most editions receives a signed jersey from Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my gosh, if you read the comments, I guess there's comments on Maker's Place. I didn't know that. But people are like, this is like, he forgot about us. Like, they're like mad. I guess he only mentioned it like once, like when he was selling them, and then he never like talked about it again. And we're saying, it's a forgotten project. We need everyone's help to like revive it. It's up to us to spread the word.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know if it doesn't even, addition of one, it doesn't even say you're getting anything. It just
I
says,
know. I hope whoever bought that got something.
yeah. Or it could have just been like one of his friends, like, hey, buy that to make me look good.
Oh, I see. You know
I
what?
don't know.
A lot of that happened way more than we even think
Yes.
during the bull run. You know,
Oh, wait.
manipulating to make it spike.
Was this from 2 years ago? Was that what?
Yeah, 2021.
Oh, okay. This was from 2 years.
So this is old.
Got you. Yeah, the last sale on one of these was 515 days ago.
Oh, that's 2 years, almost 2 years.
Funny. The lowest asking price is 161,000. The highest offer is 653. That's a good
Andy said
split.
it's. Andy
Paired
said it
with
was
physicals.
Yeah, paired with physicals. So
People, a star can barely mention the word NFT. Like he can't tweet about it. He'll get. I mean, unless he doesn't care, he'll get.
these days, you mean like these
Yeah.
days?
I mean,
Oh.
for the last, well, yeah, like even for the last long time, the hate comments under any tweet, it's so weird.
Well, I don't know because I don't know about it on Twitter. I think on other social platforms, you get a lot of hate.
That
but
could be. Yeah, it's different. Right.
Twitter is a little more NFT heavy.
That's true.
Okay, so what? Wait, how did we get to that?
Oh yeah, because we were. Whoa. Let me go back to
Crypto Slam.
Crypto Slam, DraftKings, Patrick Mahomes,
Okay,
Jalen
right.
Hurts. That's how we got to it.
That's
Number 4, God's Unchained.
Wow.
Yep, 4 million. Number 5 is the Mutants. Number 6 is So Rare. Number 7 is Play NFT on BNB, which came up last week, and we never looked. I need to look what that is. Art Blocks, number 8. CryptoPunks, number 9. Shout out to Star Lordy and Ulitra Oni Force is number 10.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oni Force is still crushing it. Every day, they're in the top 10 of blur volume. Like, pretty wild. They're always up there. They're not top 10 today. Where are they at today? Oni Force, number 7. I mean, Oni Force above Pudgy Penguins in volume.
Wow.
I know.
We're crushing.
Yeah. Like, really.
And for
I
a
think
lower, what's the floor price? Like 0.7?
0.67, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, lower
Nice.
floor price, so it's a lot more volume.
Yeah.
There's 3,700 owners. The supply of Oni Force is only 7,775, so that helps a little bit that it's a little lower. And all 3 of us are holders.
Yep. Yeah, we had Star Lordy and Ulitra on, and
Yeah.
he gave us Uni Force. He said, you have to hold this for 1 year.
When was that?
I mean, months ago.
Time goes fast, you know?
Months
Time
ago.
goes fast.
Yeah, you're like, has it been a year yet?
Is it a year? Oh, I thought it was a year. I'm so sorry. I sold it. I really thought it was a year. Could have sworn that was a year ago. I'm just kidding. I'm not like waiting to sell it in a year.
Yeah.
That was a very nice gift, and I'm excited to be along for the journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I think that's all we have for this week. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the NFT Catcher podcast, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFTCATCHERPOD. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.